We founded Rewind in March 2020, but in the last few months, our business has taken off. It's not surprising that we've been inundated by investors. We don't have time to meet with everyone, so instead, we're going to do something pretty atypical. We're going to share our investor presentation with the world. More than anything, we hope that this transparency builds trust in us by our customers. If, after watching our presentation, you happen to want to invest, visit rewind.ai/invest. So here it goes. I'm Dan Stroker, the co-founder and CEO of Rewind. I started to go deaf in my 20s, and when I turned 30, I tried a hearing aid for the first time. It changed my life. To lose a sense and gain it back again feels like gaining a superpower. Ever since that moment, I have been on a hunt for ways that technology can augment human capabilities and give us superpowers. That led me to memory. Studies show that 90% of memories are forgotten after just 1 week. Just like our hearing, our memory gets worse as we get older. But does it have to? If we have glasses for vision and hearing aids for hearing, what's the equivalent for memory? What if we could use technology to augment our memory the same way a hearing aid can augment our hearing? That question is why we founded Rewind. Our vision is to give humans perfect memory. The first step toward this vision was building an incredible team. Our team has worked at companies like Google, Apple, Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, Dropbox, and Optimizely. Optimizely is the company I founded in 2010 and grew to 450 employees and 120 million in annual recurring revenue. Together, our team has built Rewind. What's Rewind? It's a co-pilot for your mind. It works by capturing anything you've seen, said, or heard and making it searchable. We do this by doing optical character recognition on your screen and automated speech recognition on the audio that comes in through your microphone or speaker audio output. We store all of this locally on your machine. We integrate with GPT-4 to let you ask any question about anything you've seen, said, or heard. We do this with a privacy-first approach. No screen or audio recordings ever leave your machine. The best way to bring this to life is with a demo. I'm going to ask Rewind to write an email to Sam Altman asking him to catch up. The answer mentions the first time we were introduced by Paul Graham in 2010. It talks about the latest feature, Ask Rewind, and mentions a recent interview I saw about AGI. At the end is a list of sources used to generate this answer. Let's click on the intro. And here's the original email. Next, let's ask Rewind, what did I do last week? Here's a list of a few things I did last week, and I can click on any link to go directly to the source. Here, I'll click on 7 and go directly to the tweet. And finally, now let's ask Rewind, what's our founding story and the vision it inspired? Rewind mentions our vision of giving humans perfect memory and the inspiration coming from my experience of going deaf in my 20s and getting a hearing aid, which changed my life. Our goal is to use technology to augment our memory in the same way a hearing aid can augment our hearing. What makes Rewind unique? Well, 3 things. First is our privacy-first approach. We store everything locally, not in the cloud. Next is it's frictionless. We use your screen and microphone. No authentication or integration is required with any of silos of your data. Last is search. Our philosophy is that we capture everything, so you don't need foresight. You don't need to know what to take notes on. You just capture everything and go back and search for it later. What makes us unique in artificial intelligence is the unique set of data that we have. Everything you've seen, said, or heard is a unique set of data that makes it very valuable for you to be able to ask questions and essentially be a co-pilot for your mind. We also are very capital efficient. We don't train large language models. We stand on the shoulders of giants and integrate with solutions like OpenAI's GPT-4. Why now? This was only possible because of Apple Silicon. We take advantage of every aspect of Apple Silicon's system-on-a-chip design. And without it, our product would not be as imperceptible as it is today. Rewind runs in the background. You don't even realize it's running. Who's our ideal customer? Well, we call them context switchers. These are people juggling personal and professional work across multiple silos, apps, projects, teams, etc. They fall into categories like executives, engineers, consultants, investors, marketers, etc. But this is a really broad solution, so there's a long tail of different users. And what do they use Rewind for? Well, 2 things. The first is finding anything you've seen, said, or heard. That might be simple as asking, what was that article I read? Was it on Twitter? Was it in an email? Was it in Slack? We help you find it across all those different silos. And secondly, they use us to turn their past into action. You can simply ask it to write an email based off of context of your past. Our go-to-market strategy is product-led growth. And what does that mean to us? We ship product. In fact, we ship 11 new releases a day. We do this by deeply empathizing with our customers, trying to understand the problems they have, and then innovating on their behalf and building a delightful solution that wows them. Turns out it works. Folks like Patrick Collison take a look at our product, say, this looks super cool, share it with their followers, and soon we had thousands of users across the world. One way we make it very easy for these users to try our product is through a frictionless, usage-based free trial. This helps them prove the value of the product before they have to pay. We have 2 paid plans, Rewind Basic and Rewind Pro. With Rewind Basic, you get 10 rewinds per month. With Rewind Pro, you get unlimited rewinds, priority access to new features, and you actually get my cell phone number as well. Here's the split and retention of our users by these different paid plans. 91.5% of our users use us for free, 1.2% pay for the basic plan, and 7.3% pay for the pro plan. The retention for these plans have been fantastic. 98% of basic users are still retained, and 96% of pro users are still retained. If you use the percentage split we see between our basic and pro plans and apply it to the entire market of knowledge workers, which is about 1 billion people globally, our entire market size is $32 billion of annual recurring revenue. Well, that's a huge amount of money. We're only getting started. Today, we have $707,000 in annual recurring revenue, so we have a long way to go, but we're really excited about the path that we're on. And while it might seem like it's an overnight success, we've been at this for 3 years. The unit economics of our business is very strong. Our customer acquisition cost is about $3, our lifetime value is $475, and so the LTV to CAC is about 160. We're also very capital efficient. We have 90% gross margins. Last year, we raised $10 million from Andreessen Horowitz and First Round Capital, and we still have $9.5 million of that still in the bank, which gives us about 3 years of runway. Our roadmap is very exciting. We've shipped our Mac app and Ask Rewind. Today, we're also focused on meetings. And in the future, we're going to ship an app for Apple Glasses, which will launch likely this summer at WWDC, iPhone, Windows, and eventually we'll get to building cloud backup and sync in a very safe and privacy-sensitive way, also getting to Android and eventually to the enterprise. Our hope is if we're successful, our product will be as ubiquitous as a hearing aid is for hearing and glasses is for vision. If you're interested in investing, please visit rewind.ai/invest. Thank you very much.